Hi everyone, welcome to Comfort Life channel. It's Irina and I'm very happy to see you here today. In this video we're talking about the ways, absolutely doable ways that would help us to get the energy without that cup of coffee or any kind of caffeinated drinks. Well, recently I've been suffering with some stress and I find that coffee doesn't really do me good here because it doesn't help my body to relax, especially if you're taking some relaxing herbs that have they act like a sedative. So coffee kind of counteracts with the whole thing, right? So, and being a very active person, being a mom, having some business to do, and tons of errands, without coffee sometimes you don't feel that good. A little note here, I used to drink 2 cups of coffee a day. So not really, maybe because it boosts my energy levels so great, but I kind of like the taste. So this is what I figure out I could do. And everybody can do. So we kind of feel more energized, the more natural way. I'm not saying cut off on caffeine, but I do know that sometimes people have to do that because of certain reasons. Sometimes you can't really drink coffee because of some illness, or you just want to cut off the caffeine or whatever it is. So there is a way to survive. Of course, you might have a withdrawal effect, which might take up to a week when you might develop some severe headaches. But hang in there, drink tons of fluids, and you will pull through and you will feel a lot better. The thing number one I want to start with is the hydration. You can watch my video about the symptoms when you're dehydrated, because if you're drinking too much coffee or caffeinated drinks, it is acting as a diuretic. And you've had a cup of coffee, maybe even with like Americano, so you pretty much don't want to drink anything else. And in my case, I always recommend people to have a cup of water, a glass of water, per one caffeinated drink, or for one glass of wine or a shot of something heavier. And it's very good for your body to kind of keep working and keep that hydration level the way it's supposed to be, because when we're dehydrated we cannot function normally and we start experiencing the fatigue. Don't get fooled by your body. Your body signals for drinking and eating are like the same, or it's very hard for us to distinguish it nowadays. So instead of going and eat something else after you've already had a meal, a balanced meal, try to drink a glass of water. It also works for people who want to lose some weight. You could start drinking a glass of water about half an hour before having a meal. I would recommend warm water though, and with some lemon, it's actually a perfect addition. Now, talking about the meal, I would say you need to really ease up on the carbs. Carbs are necessary, absolutely, yes, but I would recommend to try to have most of the carbs in the morning, because sometimes you might notice that you kind of struggling with really maintaining a consistent energy level throughout the day. That might be a problem, the carbs. If you've had a meal very rich in carbs, and afterwards carbs, they acting the way like they rise your blood glucose, and then it drops and it makes you feel tired and fatigued. Maybe that's also the reason why sometimes after a meal you feel tired. Another reason for that, if you had a very heavy meal, let's say, and you are supposed to do tons of different work after the meal and you feel tired, it might happen because the meal was too heavy. That's why it's recommended to have several smaller meals, because your body is spending all the energy on digesting this food. Just make sure that your carbs are not coming from high glycemic index food. Now, talking about the sugar, of course, I think sugar is a culprit for so many wrongs in our bodies and health. So I always suggest to eliminate sugar and just leave the natural sugars. Fruits actually are sugars. So, but if you have, healthy glucose levels, of course you have to eat sugar. I mean, in terms of food, but all kind of sugary snacks or desserts have to take 0.1% in your life. Now, the next tip, really good one, is the adaptogenic herbs. Ashwagandha is really one of the best ones out there. I should probably make a video about this. What are these herbs doing? They actually help our body to stay balanced. They also help our body to be more resilient to stress, to kind of handle stress in a better way. They also help with anxiety and fatigue. So ashwagandha, as I'm saying, is one of the most popular herbs actually out there, and it does help to keep your energy level stable throughout the day. Keeping stress at a minimum is important, but it's not that easy to do. It doesn't sound that easy. You can watch my video about the natural ways of fighting stress and anxiety. Besides, you will hear a lot about essential oils in there. I think that to be energetic, you could, of course, use some aromatherapy. If you're at home, you can use a diffuser. You could also use a direct inhale method when you just put a couple of drops of the essential oil in your hands. You kind of warm them up, and then you inhale them and you breathing. It's very important to breathe, and it will give you energy because first of all, you've taken a little break, you're a little unwinded, and you're ready to do more things. And essential oils do work if you get a good quality product though. A few more words about essential oils. If you're in doubt, go with peppermint. It actually increases the blood flow to your brain, so it makes you more energetic. And there is also a blend, which is called like, your cup of coffee essential oil blend. For that purpose, you could use peppermint, eucalyptus, or the pine essential oil. Now, talking about sleep, I have to mention it here. People don't get enough amount of sleep, and sometimes we are sleep deprived, which is very bad because you cannot fix your sleep deprivation over the weekend when you sleep a lot. No. And if you don't get enough amount of sleep, let's say for 2 weeks you don't sleep for at least 6 hours, this is a problem. You have to address it right away because you don't want to suffer from insomnia in the long run, because sleep is everything for you. Your body is restored, and this is how you get more energy throughout the next day. I also need to mention here that I've spoken about the diet, right? The diet has to be balanced. It's going to take forever to explain what a balanced diet is, but do make sure you don't eat the bad stuff. You eat you eat the dirty dozen organic, and if you don't do coffee, but you could do tea, green tea is also very good. It could really boost your energy levels, and it's very high in antioxidants. If you need your coffee, substitute for something. There's like a blend. It's from dandelion. Also, chicory root is very healthy. You can watch my video about that. It could be like your healthy substitute, so it'll be easier for you to stop drinking coffee. I hope you guys like this video. Some of the tips probably would seem like you have to get out of your comfort zone, but very often this is a very important thing to achieve results and just do something good for yourself. Also, I am pretty sure at least 1 or 2 tips would feel like really kind of good for you. You're like, yeah, I want to do that. You want to be healthy, and coffee is not the most important thing for us to be energized. So thank you so much for your support and attention, for your time. If you guys like this video, please put a thumbs up. I wish you to be happy and healthy, and in the comments below, please list maybe some tips that you find very good for staying energized. I actually forgot to mention exercise, so maybe you could really add up to that. And I will see you in my next video.